Authorities speculate that Idaho killer Bryan Kohberger's motive for murder ultimately came down to his desire to commit the perfect crime. The perfect crime is defined as one that remains unsolved not because of the incompetency of the investigation, but because of the cleverness and skill of the criminal. Few cases in American history echo the portrayal of this narcissistic motive more than that of killer couple Nathan Leopold and Richard Loeb. Famous filmmaker Alfred Hitchcock was so intrigued by this case that he based one of his films on the story, Rope. It was Hitchcock's first and only film that featured a homosexual partnership, which for 1948 was pretty scandalous. During the filming, everyone on set allegedly referred to homosexuality as it. And like the film, the real story involves two very privileged individuals who murder for sport. Leopold and Loeb were a couple of teenagers in the 1920s from Chicago who came from wealthy families with high social standing. Both were certifiable geniuses, though Leopold was intellectually more gifted with an IQ ranging between 200 and 220, and he spoke 9 languages. Leopold found it difficult to make friends and was especially sensitive to the opinions of others and to their criticism. As a defense, he assumed the attitude of indifference and superiority to others. Loeb reportedly had a genius IQ of 160, and by contrast, was skillful socially and skipped several grades. The result was that Loeb was emotionally behind in his development and grew up too fast, drinking alcohol with his classmates and having sexual relations while feeling completely disconnected and isolated from others. Leopold and Loeb had a history of disobeying authorities without any legal consequences, and both men lived lives consisting of extreme fantasy. The two were an excellent match psychologically. The brilliant but socially inept Leopold was enthralled by the handsome and vivacious Loeb, who in turn found an excellent alter ego for his fantasy world. Their relationship soon became sexually intimate, and within a year of meeting each other, the two had decided to carry out the perfect crime, both for the thrill of it and to prove their superiority. Leopold had read Friedrich Nietzsche and decided that he and Loeb embodied what the philosopher called the Übermensch, or Superman, who was literally above man. Loeb specifically wanted to commit a crime that would set all of Chicago talking. And the term that originated from the crime they committed was thrill kill. Check out part 2 to hear the details.